going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Back to the air on second down. It's Murray. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. Johnson was the intended receiver. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. This is McCaffrey. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him playing very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton, as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the 2nd time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback. The ability to run the ball fearlessly. And in fact, many quarterbacks will tell you running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits, that's what terrifies them.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Murray going to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. The free safety, Trey Boston, there to knock it away. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Murray off play action. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before half from Murray. And Kyler Murray cannot get away. They drag him down to the end zone for 2 points. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustment. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. His tight end Clay, the intended receiver. What did you see there, Charles, on that interception from the rookie?
They've shown him certain looks on defense throughout the first half, and they pulled the string here in the second half because he got used to those looks, and they showed the exact same thing, but changed it up just a little bit where he thought something was open, and now, with the change in defense, it no longer was.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Newton. And that's complete to McCaffrey. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he?
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 27 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Panthers offense cashes in with 6. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Johnson's got it complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. To throw is Murray. And he finds Fitzgerald. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. On 1st down, Drake. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On 2nd and 7, Murray. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete. It's Johnson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bruce Irvin. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Rodney Gunter. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. Throwing on second and long. Newton, he'll rifle this one deep right. That's caught at the 25. A big play there for Carolina. 55 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go.
Under pressure, they got him again. Bruce Irvin getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Murray, that'll be taken in by Demir Bird. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Cardinals. Demir Bird. 85 yards. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2.
Let's go.
Shotgun now from Murray. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Oh, and now some space to operate. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Trey Boston. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
From the 25 on second down, Newton will buy some time right. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Greg Olsen with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gano the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, 1-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now he lets it go deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by James Bradbury. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that?
That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for the Panthers. 52 yards. 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total.
Gun.
58, boys, 58, watch. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take it.
Newton's going to throw it. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Murray now, 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60% at its 1st and 10. They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. It'll wind up being a huge loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 2nd and about a mile here.
Set the turn, go.
Jet sweep. Here's Fitzgerald. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. A huge loss on the play, and it's going to be third down and forever. Here's Murray, and that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Incomplete. Results in a fourth down.
Here's Andy Lee now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end. And from their own end zone, it's a fake, but he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. And Newton's going to keep it, and he is going to lose yardage here. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
You can't block me. You can't block me. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
No gain on this defense.
8.
After the run, Newton going to throw. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. He's at the 50. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he will not make it to the goal line as this try for two is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Set, hut. 54, Mike. Hey, watch the slant.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. Greg Zuerlein, the Rams kicker, approaches, kicks it off, And here we go from Los Angeles. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 34-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's McCaffrey. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And it's 3rd down.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the gun, here's Newton. Flushed out right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mikel Roby-Coleman. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
It's 2 yards on the play. It's 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bruce Irvin, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Let's go, defense. Our time.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
As an inside linebacker, got to be a little bit more poised.
No doubt about it, because they get a little bit of flexibility, especially when they're trying to stuff a gap. You know, we get that double A gap look. This time he got too eager and got too deep into the backfield.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty.
Let's go.
McCaffrey following the penalty, able to slither by. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. It was Troy Hill that time in on the tackle. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Ready? 180. Mike 5-4. We ain't giving him nothing to do.
2nd and 5 now. Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the second level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, Newton. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
Right to the 3. Hey, tight down. There you go.
They'll run with McCaffrey. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Rams' 19-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. And to the tight end Olsen, right side. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. This is McCaffrey on the give, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Here we go on 4th. Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
On 1st down, gone. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go heavy.
Gone. Dancing to his left. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Now it's gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bruce Irvin able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They're going to go for it. It's gone. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Gun.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Rolling to his right. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they'll get him down up past the 15. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Now Goff on 1st down. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 32 that time. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Off the edge, Mario Addison gets the sack. Now Goff. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. And he's got it. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. This will be taken about the 12. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the 3rd quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Here we go. It's Gurley. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. They find some open field here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but There are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
The 22-yard line.
Check.
McCaffrey. And they'll get this down to the 10. 12 yards there and a first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now Newton on first down. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And the Panthers in for the score. Well, these two teams battled through a scoreless first half. Finally, a breakthrough here in quarter number 3.
And I just wonder how that played for both of them psychologically, because when you battle through a scoreless first half, now you know that every possession is increasingly crucial. Who can put points on the board, make the other team chase? Wonder if you get a lift and if they get deflated a little bit.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. They're running with Gurley. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Now a run with McCaffrey. And an alley to run. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 26 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it. what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. Big hold of the 30. And he's going to cut it back right. And he cuts it out to the sideline. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, 81 yards. As his guys are back within a single score. Well called, well. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Zerline out now to kick this one away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Panthers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Panthers going for it on 4th. Newton completes it to Samuel. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 59 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. Now a first down throw. Gone. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. The 30. 10. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks. 75 yards. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just 1 play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This is taken near the 13. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. but you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Samson Abukum able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, let a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
Tighten up, tighten up. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Now it's gone. He's going to let it fly. He's got him in, complete. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35. To throw is gone. And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Bruce Irvin in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now gone. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Bruce Irvin, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Here we go on 4th. Goff. And this is caught, so it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. A big play coming now for the Rams as they'll go for 2. Now Goff. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. And the lead is cut to 2 here in the 4th. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Go. First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Here we go. Money!
54 Mike. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And